What is up, everyone? Welcome to Body Code Games, and I am Cody. So today we're hopping into another RPG developer Bakin, but before we hop in, do me a favor. If you have not yet, I'm creating a classic RPG in this game engine. It's on Steam right now with a playable demo, and we can wishlist it. Please wishlist the game, and it helps me out and play the demo. Let me know what you think of it, and what I can improve on. So, but let's get into it. So today's tutorial, I'm going to take you through how to make your own skill in the game, and not use a skill that comes provided with one. So this should be interesting. Okay, so now we open up our map. You're going to want to go over here to the master menu to the left and then click database. Alright, so this will be super simple for me. Let's see. What we'll do is you can either add one here, but I'm just going to copy and paste fire. Or you can add a fresh one. It doesn't matter. It's just easier that way because you can change everything. So now we'll change the name and we'll do this a tutorial attack. Tutorial attack. Deals to tutorial damage to your enemies. And you can change the icon image if you want. I believe this does come up. So automatically when you pop this open in your resource additional menu, this will come in your image under folder under icons. So this automatically pops up. You got a bunch of them, as you can see here. You can add your own. You can change something different. You can put a mushroom or an egg or something. These are just the icons that RPG developer Bakin come with. But you can also add your own as well. You'll just have to, I'm sorry about that. It's a TB. I'm watching Thomas Brush make his video game while I make mine. But we'll just do something. We'll do a, let's see. Let's do an attack slash. Add an exit, and as you can see, it's pretty neat, ain't it? So you can do motion when used or wait motion. Those are pretty much when you don't really need to use those for attacks because we're mainly focusing on when it affects on the enemy. So when it plays on the enemy, so this doesn't have much. If you can see, none of these skills show anything. The main thing you want to do is the effect on allies or enemies. So since we're attacking enemies, we are going to click skill abilities over here. You want to click on effect on enemies. But also, I guess we can go through the basic settings too. Available on maps? No. Available in battle? Yes. KO after use, you can change it. As in, if you wanted a skill that automatically KO'd your opponent, no matter what, you would click that. So it'll KO them, like to say at the end of your game, like say the main character finds this legendary sword and he goes to battle against the big bad boss of the whole video game. He pulls out the sword and does this, skill. It automatically KOs them. Game over. You can do it that way too if you wanted to. You can do this. There's also another way to do this. You can just change the damage effect to the enemy. So consumption will come down here. Let's see. Success rate, you can always change that too. If you're doing a move, like what's the luck chances of this landing. Majority of the skills will kind of land, but also it could have an effect on what enemy you do as well. We can go another tutorial about creating enemies from scratch, kind of like this, and setting up their attributes. But you'll come down here, let's just say the MP for the player to use the skill, we'll just say 20. So the player spends 20 MP magic points to be able to use the skill. And we'll come back here to what we were talking about. And we'll kind of make this a little bigger. Oops. Let's see. There we go. All right, so it says ability type. You can change it. We copied fire. That's why I say it's fire. You don't have to have it. You can just say none or just get rid of it, period. We'll delete it. I think we can delete it. Yep. All right, consumption, damage to HP. How much HP does this bare minimum do to the enemy? So it has 30, but obviously, if you have a bigger magic point for your characters, it will do more than 30, but this, I'm pretty sure, is kind of the base start. Where it's at, so keep that in mind. Damage HP, 30, direct value. Okay, so that makes sense. Maximum HP of target. And if you click add, you can see you can do damage to MP if you want. Damage formula, recover self. I mean, there's so many different categories. Reduce and resistant, state changes, and something like that. What that means is, like, say, poisoned. They get poisoned or paralyzed, or they go to sleep. Change their state recovery. If you wanted this to be a healing skill, you would click state recovery, whether it's add an HP, MP, knocking you out of psychosis or sleep, all that. I mean, it's pretty simple when you watch it. Ability weakening, most games will be like, let's say a shield breaker, for instance, and their defense will get lowered for a couple turns. That is what ability weakening means. Let's see, reduce and resistance. I guess we can click it. So, like your thing only comes with dark, holy, lightning, wind, ice, and fire, but you can create more for attributes. So, if you're prone to fire attacks and you reduce weakening to fire attacks, then, pretty much it'll lower even more than you already are. We'll just go through these. Reducing resistance, increase evasion rate, reduce your poison, because sometimes you can hit an enemy with poison and they're pretty high on poison, so they're not poisoned, but if you hit them with an attack like this and then throw a poison spell at them, it's a 50% chance, so that's pretty much what all this is. State changes, poison, confusion, instant death, that's another thing. State recovery, instant death, as you can see. You can also do a common event if you wanted to create an event. We'll have to go through that in another one. But let's just say we want this to be a damage. So the effect when used. So when you're in battle and this attack happens, this is the effect that you will see. So they have different minis. You can always add in your own. Bakin, let me turn it down, does come with quite a bit, but particles, animations, they're super easy to create with the right program. Maybe I can go in another tutorial and show you how to create stuff like this and import it into Bakin. But I mean, Bakin comes with so many. And then, you can find these on the internet. You can find a whole pack of hundreds of these for like $5 or $10 and import them in this game and use it like that. So either choice, but the base game comes with a crap ton. I mean, look at all these. And that's just the battle effects. You can keep scrolling bigger, like in the additional menu. So, but you get the drift. That's pretty cool. What's that? That's heal. We'll add the shot since it's a slash. But that is how you create your own skill. Super, super easy. You can add your own. You can add your own icon image. You can also create your own and import it in. And I mean, it's pretty basic, really basic. It's just, some people don't know where to get to this or how to do it. But main thing is the effect when used. Because that's the main thing like I was confused about is like you mainly want to see what happens. You know, you can say this thing does this, but you want to see the effect happen and you want to change it. You know, and you can create your own effect if you want in another program, import it in here, or buy the hundreds for cheap on ish.io, or even they have some on Steam. You can find around, Google it, and you can find some more. So that is how you create your own skill, I guess, from scratch. So thank y'all for watching. Until the next tutorial.